I watched WrestleMania 39, night 1 and night 2. I'm talking about it now. You probably hear these windshield wipers, but I don't care because I'm going home and it's still in my mind. And Twitter blew up, and I don't have much wrestling stuff on my Twitter. For me, I'm like family, hockey, work. But when WrestleMania comes around, it's a childhood tradition. And then when I met my wife 9 years ago, we trialed it out, and like, wow, why don't we keep it going? And it's been that way ever since. And then this 2-night thing, and WrestleMania was awesome. It was awesome. Like, I'm hooked again. I'm hooked. Like, yeah, I don't follow it like religiously like I did when I was a kid, but I knew the storylines going in. I made sure I watch highlights or whatever. I have the WWE Network with my Sportsnet package, so I understood all the stuff with Cody Rhodes and having surgery and fighting Seth Rollins last year when he returned, and he fought in Hell in a Cell with that torn pec or whatever, and that was all purple, and Roman Reigns being a champion for like 50 years, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and anyway, it was phenomenal. I got to see John Cena come back. Yes, I saw him lose to Theory. The match was, in my opinion, like, okay. I guess, like, if I was just to turn on the TV and watch wrestling, that's what I would expect. It sucks that he lost. I wanted him to win, mainly because that Make-A-Wish thing at the beginning was freaking adorable. But Austin Theory, he's a cocky little bugger, isn't he? So it's cool that he won. It's good for him. He's a young guy. What else do we had? That 4-way tag team match was insane. Braun Strowman is like 350 pounds, 6 foot whatever, 9. Did a frog splash off the top rope, and Ricochet, his partner, did a, I don't know, whatever it's called, shooting star press off like a rope. He like jumped up to the turnbuckle, then jumped on the rope, then landed, but he landed like on the guy and on his feet. Braun Strowman got like full on like NFL tackled. And then there was a frog splash after Ricochet did his little move. He got on the turnbuckle, did it again to a guy laying down in the ring from the Street Profits. He got his knees up, and then the other guy came across and did a 5-star frog splash on him. Pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Freaking nuts. That was awesome. That was awesome. I was like, this is brilliant. Oh god. Then what else happened? Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch fought Damage Control, Bayley, Io Sky, and I don't remember the other one's name. They fought. I remember Trish and Lita back when I was younger. It was a good days then. They won. That was just like, you know, a fun little match there. That Bayley's cool. I like her. She's annoying as hell, and I think her character is sick. What else do we got? Night one. They did something with Pat McAfee coming out and Kettle and then beating up The Miz. That was just okay. I think that was just to, give some time in between whatever. I might miss a few matches here. This is off the top of my head driving home. Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte Flair was bleeding. Rhea Ripley did a suplex, but Flair did a full flip and landed on her face. That was brutal. They beat the hell out of each other. Just boom, 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 all those moves. This was one of the best women's matches I have ever seen. I watched the WrestleMania, so last year's WrestleMania with Bianca Belair was sick. This one might have been better. That was intense. So cool. And Rhea Ripley would be over. She's badass. And then we had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beat the Usos, and that was... Before that, Rey Mysterio beat the heck out of his son Dominic, but not really. But his wife slapped him. Dominic threw a drink in his sister's face, and then Rey Mysterio's wife slapped him, and that was great, or Dominic's mom, and Rey won, and that was really cool. But then the main event, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beat the Usos, and that was awesome. I loved the ending. Sami Zayn getting his butt kicked, Kevin Owens getting his butt kicked, and then there's the ups and downs. Who's going to win? I don't know. They got to win, right? And then it's like his kick in the corner, Helluva kick, gets him again, lifts him up for the third. Kevin Owens stunner to Jimmy, and then Sami hits it again on Jay. 1, 2, 3. We all go home happy. We all go to bed happy. And they beat the Usos. They ended their reign. Their reign was long as hell. They had it last year. They had the title still last year. So that was the end of night 1. What a freaking great night. Then you move to night 2, and you get like Lesnar and Omos right away. And like Lesnar's massive, right? Omos is a giant. They call him the Nigerian giant. He is, and he just manhandled him. And then eventually Brock Lesnar did a couple German suplexes to him, the F5, and I was like, holy crap, like that's a good showing by both guys. Then there was the women's 4-team tag match. That was okay, to be fair. There was some cool moments. Chelsea Green, who like is an influencer person, like to escape Rodriguez, like just did like a splash to the outside on people. That was cool. Rodriguez then powerbombed Liv Morgan over. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler ended up winning, and I didn't remember that they were in the match at one point. So that's how that goes. That makes sense that they win, I guess. Then they can fight Becky Lynch and Lita, I think, are the ones with the tag titles, not Trish. Let's fight them later. Makes sense to me. We had Bianca Belair versus Asuka, which was cool. I thought Asuka was going to win at one point. Hit the miss, but she didn't hit the miss. Bianca Belair moved out and hit whatever her finisher's called. It's cool. And then she got to celebrate with the kids who did her entrance, which was like the dance group for Inner City Kids. They were so good. That was one heck of a match. I'm flying through this because my brain's all fuzzled because it was a long day on Sunday, because I watched both on Sunday. We had Finn Balor versus Edge, and then they had to take a break in it because Balor got his head clocked by a ladder, bleeding. That was quite brutal. I like how someone was saying like the cell might be red because before they did it like as a red one, and that seems silly as hell, but it was just like the plain steel cage, which was cool. I guess Hell in a Cell. Edge wins. He had an awesome entrance. Brood Edge, and then he turned into the like on this day. I like seeing Edge win. I loved Edge as a kid and hated him, but loved him because he was part of the Brood. I was really into the Brood, and then it was like Brood and Ministry kind of thing growing up. So seeing him win was cool, and I guess that's that there. They did another Miz versus whoever, and Snoop Dogg called out Shane McMahon, and then Shane McMahon did like a jump over Miz and buggered up his knee. So Snoop Dogg just clocked Miz and hit a people's elbow and beat him. That was cool. That was thinking on the fly. That's a scary injury there. We also had, which is probably the best match in my opinion, because it reminds me of like when I was younger. It was just 3 meaty boys just beating the hell out of each other. That sounds bad, but Gunther, Sheamus, and McIntyre just beat the living hell out of each other. All their chests just buggered up. Big move after big move. Gunther ends up going off the top rope before like powerbombing both guys for the win, and it was so cool. Like I could go over the match, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember much. It was just them beating the hell out of each other. It was like it was a real fight. Like all of them deserve about 12 pints each after that. Oh my god. Gunther, I thought if Cody Rhodes wins the title and he loses tonight, he'd be the next guy to fight for the title, but let his Intercontinental reign run. They said it was like the 3rd longest since like 1988. Yeah, he's awesome. I don't know where he goes next, but you have to fight a good guy. He just beat the hell out of two good guys who were buddies. I don't know. Bobby Lashley came out, I think, because he won Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but I thought he was supposed to fight Bray Wyatt. That didn't happen, so it was supposed to fight, right? But maybe they didn't. Maybe that's for later on, like another pay-per-view, premium live event, I think they call it. I'm getting back into it, obviously, because I remember all the stuff. Oh shoot, I forgot night one. Oh my god, Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. All right. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. So I guess if you skip through this, you're gonna be like, you didn't talk about Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. Well, it's because I was a little bit late. That was one hell of a match as well. Logan Paul frog splash off the top rope through a table, through KSI, who's wearing that Prime drink. Seth Rollins came out wearing I don't know what. My wife hates Seth Rollins. So she hates Seth Rollins. She doesn't like Logan Paul. But she despised Seth Rollins, and in the end, she was cheering for Seth Rollins to beat him. That means they did a good job. He stomped him at the end. Logan Paul did a whole bunch of crazy moves. He's brilliant, that guy. He's only had like 5 matches. He can do anything. The guy can do anything. He's a pure superstar. I'm going to admit that. I like him in WWE. And Seth Rollins gets the win because Logan Paul doesn't win. He only loses, which is smart because it doesn't impact him at all. That was one hell of a match. That was really good. Back to the other side. I think I'm at the main event now. I think I got through everyone. We're at the main event. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. If I missed another match, just comment down below. This match had it all. Cody Rhodes' entrance was insane. The whoa part, like the whole crowd, it was deafening. I wish I was there. Could you imagine being there? Then Roman Reigns' entrance with everyone on the keyboards, the pianos, and oh, jeez, he just exudes excellence. He is what they call the tribal chief. It's just such a presence. The match was insane. Really back and forth. I thought Cody Rhodes was going to win a bunch, hitting his finisher. Roman Reigns hits the Superman punch, spears, gets him in the guillotine, and Cody Rhodes like pops out, and it's like ground and pound, and it just felt real. Makes sense now that Endeavor, who also owns the parent company of the UFC, just bought the UFC for like over $9 billion. Like, and they're merging like that company. It's cool, like they showed that, and then it felt like a real fight, like a UFC thing, like popping out, getting ground and pound. And then you get, the Solo Sikoa was beating up on Cody, and the referee finally kicked him out. Then eventually the Usos come out when there was a ref bump, because that has to happen. And then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens come out, and they stop them, and then somehow, you think Cody is going to get it. It's one crossroads, and then another crossroads, and he goes for the third, and Heyman distracts the referee. Sikoa comes up there, that Umaga spike. Cody sells it amazingly. Spear, 1, 2, 3, jaw drops. Everyone's jaw dropped. It was like when Undertaker lost to Lesnar and the streak ended. Okay, it wasn't that bad, but it was still like, what? I was shocked. I was like sitting there like looking around. My wife had gone to bed. She missed it. I was like, what the hell just happened? No way. I thought, he was going to end the story. And then I think about it and I go, you don't want to end the story when it just kind of started. Like, sure, he returned in a year, like last year at WrestleMania. He won. Then he got, he had a few matches, got injured, won the Royal Rumble. It's still only in the beginning phases of the story. So the story's not done here, and they can continue this on, and maybe they have to build it for a little bit longer. Maybe he just can't do it. He can't beat him, and then he gets one more chance at WrestleMania 40, and that's where Cody Rhodes finally wins. That's a year's storyline, longer, but I'm into it. Reigns has held the title for like almost 1,000 days. Every WrestleMania I've watched recently, he is either the main event or he has the title. I like it. It was shocking, and it gets you behind Cody Rhodes even more. Comment down below your thoughts on WrestleMania 39 night 1 and night 2. Take care, everyone. WrestleMania is fun.